See what he's done so far, trying to resurrect his career after his first couple of years in New England. This is Brian Thomas, the rookie sensation. And Kenneth Murray placed on IR this week with a wrist, and Noamani Hooker also unavailable today. This is going to be Bigsby for a first down. As Bigsby and Etienne.
With Lawrence under center. Mac Jones more apt to take the short completion underneath.
Jones, low pass, but they complete nonetheless. Just think of all the great quarterbacks that had the familiarity. Tom Brady, same offense basically all those years in New England. Jones has been on the other side of the spectrum. This pass on 3rd and 6, batted down. Just a terrific defensive play. He was on to attempt a 48-yard kick. Good distance, and it is good as he hooks it just inside that left upright. Tennessee offense that is averaging a shade under 19 per game. This is Tyjae Spears finding the edge. So Spears today becomes their lead back.
You're sitting here at 3rd and long. Now it's time for Hines, Allen, and Walker to go to work.
Over the middle, Spears. And again, it's Jones. Boy, they like this kid. Didi, everyone we spoke to, Doug Peterson, you ask him what the bright spots, the big takeaways are this year. He's been the first thing out of their mouths, all of them, as Etienne spins his way.
In Washington and Bo Nix and Denver, certainly they get the nod, but those other 3 players have been impressive.
Etienne trying to atone. Etienne, nifty little catch and run, and they're going to get all of it back and then some. First down on the catch and run by Etienne after they had lost 13 on the penalty.
Have a chance to make the playoffs. Huge part of that team.
Mac Jones on 3rd and 7. Everyone covered again. He's going to run for it. Second time he's done that. Everyone covered down the field. So good, sound decision-making by Jones. He's able to stick around here for a couple of more years. How does he finish this year? That could go a long way in determining what his future is here with this Jacksonville team, as he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
In the last 2 games.
Rudolph, pocket, starts to muddy. Rudolph asking for a blocker, gets it, and Rudolph offering up his body, takes on the contact.
Very, very good backup quarterback, and could be a bridge for the Titans in the future.
Good pass here near side of the field. That'll be a completion to Tyler Boyd. They've been run heavy so far on this drive. As we play early stages of the second quarter, they continue. Spears.
Running back success.
High snap, Rudolph's pass deflected, and it is picked. Devin Lloyd. Total takeaways at this juncture of the season. And now a short field for Mac Jones. Little jet sweep action here. Brian Thomas able to bounce it to the outside. He shows you that blazing speed in the open terrain. Darryl Worley. And 4th straight for Jacksonville. Little misdirection. Again, they go end around for Thomas. Thomas has a lead blocker. He's going to get inside the 5-yard line. Luke Gifford finally. Jones faking to Etienne, looking end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Parker Washington. What concentration by Washington in the back of the end zone.
Watch the right foot.
Natural step backward. Quite honestly, a first for me, guys.
Interesting. Well, if it's a first for Gene, it's a first for us. This is Okonkwo. Able to get it to the outside. That's a first down play.
On rundowns, the extra offensive lineman.
Actually, we're told Duncan is dealing with the right shoulder injury. Rudolph hit on the release, and it's going to just flutter incomplete. And Mac Jones going to work from the gun here on 3rd and 2. Again, late drizzle here. Jones throwing through the rain. That's going to be a first down completion. Lock up that NFC South. That looks like it's going to go till next week between the Falcons and the Buccaneers. Jones to the air. Good touch. Drops it in the bucket for Thomas. Boy. Just a brilliant pass from Jones. Now in the middle of that Tennessee defense on 3rd and 10. Jones again the touch, but this time overthrows Thomas. Excellent coverage by Darrell Baker. So here's Cam Little, hit from 48 earlier. Not the best kicking conditions. That turf has held up though so far, and Little able to bang it through from 44 yards out. The interception off the deflection, and they haven't recovered since. Rudolph to the air. First down pass coming on the back shoulder throw for Westbrook-Ikhine. And the officials say it's a catch. Ridley in motion on 4th and 3. Rudolph wide open. It's Ridley. What a time to get his first catch as he makes his first return to Jacksonville. They pick up 9. And Rudolph's going to work from the shotgun. This is Spears slipping the initial tackle. So Spears is going to get another first down. Oak is out for a second straight week. So that looming into the back of Brian Callahan's mind as Spears makes the catch here over the middle. Tackle just shy of the 20. Tennessee 1-3 in the games that he has started so far. Looking in the direction of Boyd. Rudolph instead completes up the sideline as he gets it to Okonkwo. Taking over the reins since week 15. He's had one of the highest completion percentages of any quarterback in the league. This is Spears sprinting up a seam. And that's going to be another Tennessee first down. Again, first time in his career as he's the lead back. Sharing the backfield with Derrick Henry last year. This year it's been Tony Pollard. And that pass over the middle. Ridley lunging catch
on this drive.
It's a drive that has chewed up now more than 8 minutes of game clock. Rudolph the fake. Rudolph over the middle. Wide open. It's Vanette for the Tennessee touchdown. And how about that opening drive to begin the third quarter? Mac Jones feeling the pressure up the middle with Simmons, gets it out. And they're going to be well short of the first down. Going to get him the tools as they continue to try to fill out this roster. That completion there by Rudolph. They get it to Okonkwo.
Been able to pressure Rudolph 6 times in this game, but has yet to get a sack.
On 2nd and 15, there it is. And it's Hines Allen. Boy, Arch looking into his crystal ball again. Trying to step into that void left by Stephon Diggs. Cooper, tremendous play in the end zone. Mac Jones throwing a bullet, completes over the middle. This is Washington. Creeps his way into Tennessee.
Have not been a great short yardage team.
Jones is going to have it on the keeper.
And limiting that gain after contact.
Play action from Jones, going to throw across his body and completes. Again, getting it to Washington.
Linebackers, backup linebackers for Tennessee.
Jones, free blitzer off the edge. Jones gets it out quickly. Just masterful from Jones as he finds Thomas for the Jacksonville touchdown. Quarterback woes, Lawrence's injury issues. But he has put up those numbers despite all of that. Ridley with a snatch. It's going to get Tennessee a first down.
With good timing and making good decisions. Excellent job on that last play.
Mason Rudolph, little sidearm angle to that throw.
The explosive plays and just come up and tackle like they just did on that play.
Rudolph slinging it over the middle, completes. Ridley, he's got that breakaway speed, comes across the field, and is brought down eventually by Campbell.
This season.
3rd and 18. They play conservatively here with Chestnut, setting him up on the screen. That'll get him to the 10-yard line. They've got Matthew Wright, their 3rd kicker in the last 3 weeks, with Nick Folk unavailable again.
It's hard for me to advocate for losing on purpose.
ETN, boy, what a tackle. Was that Simmons who got it from the back?
And start to overwhelm the offensive line for Tennessee, so they have to protect.
Hines Allen, boy, they light up Rudolph, who somehow gets it off and gets it out perfectly to Westbrook-Ikhine for 12.
Quarterback pressure from Hines Allen up the middle.
Rudolph again, slinging it up the seam. This time it's Ridley. Ridley breaking a tackle. Inside the 40.
But there is too much space between the safeties and the linebackers.
Rudolph near side and completes again. This time it's Tyler Boyd. Officials add a couple more seconds to the clock. 20 seconds, 3rd and 10. Here they come again. Off the edge. Rudolph escapes to the end zone, and it's incomplete. That road game at Houston. 4th and 10. Rudolph towards the end zone, batted down. Antonio Johnson saves the day for Jacksonville. That road game at Houston, 4th and 10. Rudolph towards the end zone, batted down. Antonio Johnson saves the day for Jacksonville.
He did, because Johnson, he was wide, and there was a small sliver. But Jacksonville, Doug Peterson, able to close it out.
So Jacksonville gets its first win in 4 weeks.